Hey guys, Dablooon here, and today's another BTD6 video, and today's going to be Monkey Meadow on chimps, and I'm super excited to show you guys this one, probably one of my favorites so far, just because we're going to be using Spirit of the Forest, guys. I talk about him all the time, I tell you how he's my favorite, but we never use him because he's too expensive and he's not strong enough. But recently they buffed him to where he is strong enough for Monkey Meadows, and he'll be cheap enough for this map as well. I can't really attest to how great he's going to do in the harder maps, things like that, but for this he's perfect, and I'm super excited to show you. It's like he was made for this map. So for those of you who are new to this channel and new to Bloons, I have tons and tons of videos on chimps and every other round too, so you guys should check those out. And then for those of you who've been here many times before, I hope you're excited to see this strategy as much as I am, because it's actually really cool. And Spirit of the Forest can be good sometimes, so I'm really excited to show you. So let's jump right in. Before we drop that first tower, definitely hit the like button if you like what you're watching so far. Consider subscribing if you're new, because it does help out the channel. And then also follow on Twitch. I live stream every Wednesdays and Sundays for Bloons, and I'm about to be live streaming a lot more during the days, more afternoons. I'm going to try to hit like every day during the week. So definitely follow on Twitch, guys. The link is in the description below. And the first thing we're going to drop is a ninja. This is chimp, so you don't have that monkey knowledge, so you can't drop your Oben first, unfortunately. But for this map and a few others in the beginner realm, you can definitely start with a ninja. And when you can start with him, definitely do it, because he's just awesome. I mean, he handles the first camos that come out on 24, and you don't need to even upgrade any or buy another tower essentially until you get to 28 and you have to pop those leads. But of course, we're going to grab our Oben as quickly as we can so he can level up and just help us pop all these things. And give a buff to our ninja, which makes him even more awesome. And after that, then we'll get a Bloon Jitsu and Alchemist, and then that's pretty much going to rock it all the way until our Spirit of the Forest. And if you guys haven't been using the heck out of the Alchemist Ninja Oben strategy, you definitely should, because I think when I tested it, they go to like 50 on their own. That's a Bloon Jitsu, Caltrops, Oben, and an Alchemist 402. And it just rocks it. It goes so far. It pops all the Moabs. I think it even handles the BFB if I'm not mistaken, which is just super cool. And that's how we're going to get so far. But I mean, that is on this map. So that's not on every single map, obviously. But still, the Oben, the Oben Alchemist Ninja, or even just the Alchemist Ninja, can take down Moabs on so many different levels. It's so cool. All right, so what I'm trying to do is get this guy far as left as possible, because I have plans for him later. He's going to buff him and the Druid and maybe the Alchemist if he's in range. I'm not sure. No, he won't be in range. Never mind. Scratch that. We're going to purposely not make the Alchemist in range of the Oben, because we just want him to buff the Ninja. And now we're just going to get this guy up to a 402. And basically that's it, guys. So after we get that, we're going to upgrade the Alchemist, and it's just going to be super easy from here. You don't need to use Oben's Brambles. You don't need to worry about anything. There's going to be no randomness, no problems at all. It's just going to be a straight walk through all the way past level 40. And so I'm going to skip ahead to when I have the Bloon Jitsu ready to go. We upgraded the Bloon Jitsu, and now we just need to get the Caltrops, and we're done with the Ninja. We're never going to click hit on him again. And next thing we're going to do is grab that Alchemist, and this one's a little more important. So what we're going to do here is put him on the Ninja only, not Oben, but also not fully on the Ninja, like a little bit to the left right here, because when you get the village later, it's going to add extra range to him, and you don't want him to buff your Oben because it's not necessary. It's not going to really help us in the long run. And now we're going to get him up to a 402 as well, and then they're just going to rock it, and then we'll grab the Druid to start working on our Spirit of the Forest. But guys, also too, I said it in the intro, but the reason why I think this is the map for him, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'll show you again when we place him later, but the flowers and his little leaves on his chest and around his body and stuff on his cape are the same flowers and the leaves as this. So I think he is the spirit of Monkey Meadow or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he just meant to be here, and he's super awesome. And the fact that he just covers the whole track with all of his little spikes, he's so cool. It's like Moose Jesus, and he's ready to go at it. So I just love this guy, and I'm super excited for this strategy. I know I'm a little nerding out right now, but I've been waiting to use a strategy with this guy forever, and it just never was viable because it just took too much money to get there. And once you got there, it just wasn't that, it was just underwhelming. And so now that it's finally like somewhat viable, I would like to see somebody or myself do this strategy on, like, let's say an advanced map with the Spirit of the Forest. But the problem is you need a lot of room too. You need for the track to be long, because he's constantly attacking these Bloons as they're going over him. So you need it to be long enough and not something short and hard or short and short and just difficult. So we're gonna do it this way. Now that we got our alchemist up, we can start with the druid, and then I'm gonna have to skip ahead quite a few rounds here because you're not gonna wait all the way for this druid to finish up. So we'll get the druid of the jungle, which is actually a very strong tower in his own right, just because he takes those leads down, and watch when the Moab comes. So he gets one of those ceramics, and then the ninja kills the rest of them. It's just super easy. We're gonna get Heart of Thunder too. We're not going straight Spear of the Forest just because this does help a lot. And I think it does anyway. And you'll see his pops by the time we get to Spirit of the Forest be pretty decent for just this druid tower. And the Jungle of the Bounty isn't necessarily going to help us too much because we don't have banks and you can't get more money in chimps, so you can't really use his ability at all. You can't even click it. And so that's kind of a bummer. But I think you guys have seen the other video I did on the best banana farm strategy with the druids, where you click the little button when you have a ton of druids and a ton of banks, and it just gets real out of hand with that money. And so that's what he's cool for. But at least it adds extra range, which is really going to help us in the future here. Now, as far as skipping forward, I can't say I'm going to skip forward right to Spirit of the Forest because I am going to have to use his tree on 59 and 63, because 59 we don't have enough to pop camo leads. It's like a 5 out of 10 chance that you're going to be able to pop leads with the alchemist and the ninja, but we don't want to chance that, so we're going to use the tree to make it perfectly easy. Same thing on 63. So definitely wait for that so you guys know and don't have any issues with it, and I'll see you guys around the round 59. This is the part I was talking about. You're going to need to drop your tree right when all these camo leads come, so that's a good spot for the tree. I don't like it when he's like super up close because then it just wastes it all and you can't even get a chance to pop. But as you can see, like, the ninja doesn't pop them all, so if we didn't have that tree we would most likely lose, if not probably to like 1 camo lead. So kind of what we're doing here is we're just going to make sure that we're good with that. And now hopefully this tree doesn't take too much damage, because then what we're going to do is we're going to kind of leave this for 63 as well. Most likely it won't. It's probably going to die, or it's going to get really like right now it's kind of being wasted on everything. So probably on 63 we should revamp our tree, but then as you guys know there's three rushes on 63, meaning that we're most likely going to have a problem. But we're just going to have to do what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to hope that this strategy can make it through it, and it will. At least it should. Usually does. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully everything works out just fine. Let's see here. Let's put our tree down. That's a great spot for it. If yours came out a little sooner or later, it'll still work. It's just this gives it more time to attack, which is nice. And as you saw, that they popped it all on their own anyway. They did that entire rush on their own. Okay, again there. So only a little bit even went in. So wherever your tree popped up, it's totally fine because they'll cover it all on their own, which is really, really nice. And now we still have 54,000 until we get that Spear of the Forest, guys. 54,000, that's crazy. Well, we don't need 50,000 more, but we need a good 10, what is that, 10, 12, 16,000 more? That's a lot of money. So we're going to wait that there, and I'm going to see you ahead for that one as well. We're getting real close to that Spear of the Forest, guys. I'm really excited for it. We're almost there. As you can see, I have the same tree that I had before I left you, or before we skipped ahead. So this combo's still killing it up until after 59, after 63. Like, they're still going, which is super awesome. Hopefully you guys are using your trees just because you can. You just don't want to have any mistakes. Not that there would be any, because like I said, mine's just been chilling here this whole time with no problems. But guys, we're almost here. I'm slowing it down once we get closer so we can make that final reveal. I don't know if you guys are excited as I am, but finally to see this guy on a chimps video is just blowing my mind. So I'm super excited. Let's do this right now. And there you go. So basically he just spreads his vines everywhere, and then everything that goes over him just pops, and it's really cool. You'll see his pops just keep rolling up regardless of if he's in range or not, which is really nice because his entire range is the entire map, guys. So it's really, really cool. So you can breathe easy a little bit now, but you're still not out of the clear. You still got to work for it because unfortunately he's still unpowered in some ways, because what we're going to have to do now is just get some stall towers. We're going to have to get some glue gunners, some ice towers, things like that to stall them, because like I said, he attacks them as they roll over his thorns. So if you can get towers like a, like a main Moab, or a glue gunner to slow down the balloons, or an ice tower to slow down the balloons, it just sits there and just keeps attacking and keeps attacking, which is really, really awesome. So what we're going to do first is we're going to grab this village here, and we're going to put it there. And this is just for reference, so we're not going to really upgrade it at all. I just want to know that we're in range. And so what we're going to do, actually we don't even need to be in range, huh? I didn't need to get that yet. Oh well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put this guy here, and we're going to make sure he's out of range of the alchemist, but as far as we can. So like right there, if that makes sense. Actually, that's why we had to do that. I am wrong. Bigger radius, get bigger radius, because we want to make sure that the alchemist, because if you get bigger radius, you put it like right on the cusp, there's a chance that the alchemist would be in range of the glue gunner, and we don't want that. So get that bigger radius and then put this guy as far left as you can, right there. That works out. And now we're going to get 1 for 0, 1, and then 3. Now you don't need to get glue splatter. It does help, but we don't need to spread to 6 balloons. We're cool with the 3 or the 2, whatever it does right now. It's more than enough for the Moabs because there's never that many of them to where he can't hit them all. So we're chilling there. Next thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to get an ice tower, and we're going to put this one also in range of the village as close as we can to the balloon guy to make sure he's in range of the village, but away from the alchemist again. And we're going to get this guy up to a 0, 2, 5. So put him on strong. And once we get that icicle impale, guys, he's a killer. If you guys have seen me use it before, and let's say that cornfield chimps, or I think I use it in crack chimps, he's just straight crazy. He puts everything in their place right there. And so with him and the glue gunner together, the Moabs pretty much just stay there, which is really awesome. So I'm putting both of these on strong because I want the big ones to be slowed down. So like the ninja can kind of attack the front runners. Which if you think about it, it's not that efficient because you'd want like a tower like, you know, like a sub commander or like an Apache to clean up the front balloons. But we're just having a soul ninja do it, which is a little crazy, but it'll work. And now, guys, what we got to do is we got to save up to $32,400. So let's do that now. You should have enough to grab this icicle impale like on the second run of this ZOMG. So not the first one, but the second one. We should have enough. I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes I'm off on my money because I click things a little differently. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten the upgrade for that one. I don't know. Either way, it won't matter. We have enough to pop it. It's just cooler when you see that second one just go down. And there we go. That's how we do it. Really cool. So this thing, as you can see, just puts them in their place along with the glue gunner, and it just turns to like slowness galore, and it's just super awesome. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get an MIB. And the reason why we're going to do that is because when those DDTs come, he'll slow them down, but he won't really do too much. Once we get the MIB, he can hurt them and slow them down. And they pretty much are just non-existent. The DDTs become literally nothing, and it's super cool to see. So we're going to grab an MIB, then we're going to grab the jungle drums to make everybody faster, and then we're going to grab a Moab eliminator to just finish this off and make it really cool. I'm not saying that we're not going to have any problems at this point. We shouldn't, but 98's always a killer regardless of the strategies that you use, I swear. Unless you have like the fortified shelled mortar, which is really cool, the shattering shells. 98's always tough, but I think we should get through it just fine. Leaving this guy on strong and this guy on strong. I'm a little worried about having only the ninja to kind of clean up the mess, and I guess whatever comes out of this guy with his lightning and stuff, but I think we should be okay. So like I said, next is MIB for the Monkey Intelligence Bureau. And then also, guys, I already said to check over at my Twitch, but you guys should check it out because I'm revamping some things. I don't know if you noticed the revamp of the intro video is a little different too. I cleaned it up, and I progress more through these with doing thumbnails and things on Photoshop. So I try to clean everything up every now and then. And I figured at 10,000 is a good time to clean up now that I have the new work schedule I'm really excited about. So I'm decided to clean out my Twitch, clean out my YouTube, and just pretty much make everything cleaner. So expect not new logos. I like what I have. I just want to like freshen them all up. And let me know what you guys think about all that below. And we do have enough for the MIB. Thank you. So look at these DDTs. They're nothing. They just are non-existent, which is really, really cool to see. And now we're going to get jungle drums. And if you guys accidentally like bought this one, the glue splatter, the relentless glue, don't worry, you'll still have enough money at the end for the Moab eliminator. I have this strategy with a little bit of a pad on it, so in case you guys do something to mess it up, I said doo-doo. I'm a child. So but anyways, we're gonna put this Moab eliminator, I think like right here. Yeah, right here works. Actually right there. I kind of want him to attack the ones that come in, but then also not attack. Well, he can attack here too. So we're going to go all the way to Moab Assassin, and then bigger bombs, and then this one. And then as soon as we get that eliminator, we're going to start using it all the time. And we'll use this one too because it is going to get a little crazy here and there, which I'm a little nervous about. But anyways, I'm going to skip ahead to 98 because we do have the Moab Assassin now. We just need to get that Moab eliminator and finish this game up. I have turned off auto start for this round just because this round's scary, guys. I don't care what strategy you're working with, it's usually scary regardless, and I just don't like leaving things up to chance. This should be totally fine. I have this guy on first and this guy on first to clean up, and these guys are going to slow the big guys around. We are going to have enough midway through here to get this Moab Eliminator, and at that point I'm going to get him and just start using him just to make sure we get through this. I still have that same tree rocking from the beginning, so hopefully it'll hold out. If not, guys, you do have a tree too you can use, so don't forget about that. But like I said, I'm going to try to just leave this guy on strong, let him do his thing, and then put him on first so we can do this thing and kind of just roll through this one. So I am going to play this one through though, just to make sure we don't have any problems. We do have the Moab Eliminator, so start using it. It does help out. We still have our original tree, so you guys should probably place a tree. It does help out. The thorns can take down these slip-in ceramics right here, but also, guys, like I said, use that assassin to make sure it's easier. Are we going to have enough to clean up what's through here? Yes, we will. We're doing just fine. So remember, use your tree if you need to. Hopefully you have one left over on 98. You didn't have to get a brand new one, but you should be fine regardless. That assassin does help out a lot. And now, guys, 99 is just a super cinch, so we just kind of rock right through it. Let's see here. Yeah, so since these fortifieds, again, you can use your assassin to help out, but because the fortifieds, they're normally harder, but because we have this guy, it's super easy, and then this guy takes them out in one hit. So these combos together are just great, and then just these primary towers are great, guys. They're great. So now we have the final guy, and we don't have our assassin yet, but this thing regenerates so quickly, so just hit it every time it pops up. You can speed through this, it really doesn't matter. So just every time it pops up, and as you can see, we still have 10k left, so it's not the most money in the world. Like, this isn't the cheapest chimp strategy or nothing like that, but it is super easy to use, and we're gonna have enough money left over in case, like I said, you messed up and got the wrong thing or something like that. But they're gonna pop right now. Everything that comes out of here is just gonna be destroyed and simplified, turned down to nothing. You can use your guy again if you want to, but I love this strategy, guys. I just love the Spirit of the Forest. I'm so glad we got to use him. For all you guys that are new players to Bloons and new to this channel, I hope you guys enjoyed this take on it, and I hope you guys did it with no problems. So if you did have problems and you died on a level, I apologize, but just go back and see what you did. It may have been, and just let me know the randomness. If there is any random to this strategy, please let me know below, because I worked on it enough that I don't think there should be any. And as long as you follow the same targeting and the same buying schedules and all of that kind of stuff. And for those of you who have been here a dozen times and are just watching because you're awesome and you're true fans and also just like to see what I'm putting out, you guys are awesome, and let me know if you like the Spirit of the Forest. And the word of the day is Spirit of the Forest. You can put SOF if you want, but either way, I love this tower, and I'm glad you guys got to see it in this cool little showcase. And also too, guys, I would really love to see if you guys were able to use this strategy or the Spirit of the Forest strategy on any other map. Let me know, and then also shoot me a screenshot on the Discord if you have. You can PM me it. I would love to see if you guys beat this on chimps. Let's say cubism would be cool, or something harder like another brick or something like that. But definitely let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.